There's some narrative that's floating around, and I just want to be super, super, super clear, because it's a very unfair narrative that's floating around right now, and it's incredibly corrosive and damaging, and it's got to stop.
Cardano founder is tired of taking the blame over ADA's delayed upgrades. In this video, Charles Hoskinson debunks lie after lie from the mainstream, independent, and crypto media.
And you can't conflate a failed testnet with the mainnet, because testnets are constructed and destroyed all the time in this industry. That's their point. They're used to play around with things and break things. Ethereum's had dozens of issues with prior testnets and shadow nets and so forth, and you read about them in the crypto media. They're not big events, and they in no way, in any way, harm Cardano itself. No funds have been lost. No keys have been hacked. No nodes have collapsed. Right now, today, transactions are being processed on Cardano just like they were the day before and the day before that. That's just a fact. Unfortunately, the headlines are now catastrophic bug Cardano. And that's what's going to stick in consumers' minds. And it's going to take a lot of marketing and discussion to be able to get that to unstick. Also sticking in their minds now is that Vassal is probably not going to ship this year, which is bizarre because we are almost there. It's now in the hands of others. And of course, discussions are going to be held and things are going to be done. But the features are there. They work. They're tested very thoroughly. There's a high degree of confidence in them. There's no reason for it not to get over the finish line imminently. But it's going to stick in the mind that Vassal is not going to ship, which means less people will migrate to the project, less commercial interest in the project, and ultimately less adoption for Cardano. If I had all the time in the world, I'd love to spend a whole year, 2 years cleaning and polishing Cardano. I'd love to just do nothing but write code and develop and say, all right, we'll come back to it later. But it's not my call. It's not my choice. This is a diverse ecosystem, and it is a product that is used by millions of people. It's listed on over 200 exchanges. There's over 1,000 projects under construction at this very moment, deploying or have already deployed on Cardano. There are over 5 million NFTs issued on Cardano. This is a big ecosystem. And there's a lot of things going on. And there's a lot of divergent interests. A lot of people say move quickly. A lot of people say slow down. A lot of people say we'd like this feature. A lot of people say we'd like that feature. It's a big ecosystem. What we've proven today is Cardano is actually decentralized. That's great. That makes me happy. It should make you happy. But at the end of the rainbow, we do have to take a step back and understand there needs to be a basic decorum here and some basic respect here. I care about this project. I care about its perception, and I care about us getting a fair shake and having a bit of an experience dealing with the crypto media that has a long history with Cardano for some reason of being dishonest about it. We can't walk into, as a community, self-inflicted wounds, traps. I love Cardano. I love this community, and I really do enjoy the time I've spent here and the things I've done, and I really do enjoy building things, and I really do enjoy sitting down trying to solve hard problems, of which there are many. I really do. I detest these types of things because it's a no-win situation. It really is. Nothing that can ever be said or done is ever good enough. And he received enormous amounts of criticism, in many cases for things that I'm not even responsible for. They apparently, people on Reddit are saying that I lack emotional intelligence, or I'm not a leader because I don't take the blame for when Vassal ships or not. Yet at the same time, we say it's decentralized ecosystem. And I keep shouting to people that think before you talk. This space has terrible, terrible ramifications when people misspeak or they say things that can be taken out of context. It's a very adversarial space. It's not a friendly, kind, happy space. For whatever reason, we live in a space where it's not good enough to disagree with people. People get vilified. People get called criminal. People are told that they're a scammer on a daily basis, that everything that we've accomplished means nothing. People don't get given credit. Even today, the Ethereum ecosystem is lying. They say, come September 15th, we're going to be the first people to really do proof of stake. That's news to Polkadot. That's news to Tezos. That's news to Cardano. That's news to all the people that have done proof of stake before Ethereum. And the media is going to let them get away with it because they're big enough to do that. The way you communicate about Cardano could be, in some cases more so, is more impactful in terms of perceptions and hearts and minds than the way I communicate about Cardano. That's what we've learned here in the last few days. So think about that. Think about it and really rock it and push it through. That we're in a new project. We're in a new beginning. There's a new way of going about things. You have an impact. You have a say. You have a lot of power now as an ecosystem and as a community. And things that you think are innocent may not be received that way or treated that way and could have an impact. So we all have to be a little bit more careful in that respect, myself included. Okay. And for the most part, I think we're up for it. And I think we're the best equipped community for it. We can probably steer this narrative back to what it really is, which is an example of the decentralization of Cardano and a reason why Cardano truly is the most decentralized ecosystem. I also hope this will prove to the people in the Ethereum crowd and other places that seem to repeat this again and again that Cardano definitely isn't a cult of personality around me. It's very clear that the community is in charge here, not me. If you witnessed the things over the last 48 hours, 72 hours, we do not have the power to flip a switch and tell you what to do. You decide that. And it's very clear the community is independent in that respect, and they're in charge of the protocol. So that's a positive, I suppose, from this whole thing. And it's a teachable moment for everybody. So anyway, I'm going to get back to work. And tomorrow will be another day, and Monday is going to be another day. Vaso will come, hopefully very soon. And then we can get to the business of building the next update and finishing the rest of the GCD, and then talking about how do we make Cardano a fourth generation cryptocurrency and get it to the next level, and how do we improve all the things, and we're going to do that together as a community. Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching the video. Please go subscribe to the channel and like the video, it will help us a lot. Cheers, crypto holders.